From the Department of Justice of the United States of America website, we're going to review exactly what a witness is and their importance for confidentiality. Before a prosecutor begins a trial, there is much work to be done. They must become familiar with all the facts of a case. This includes speaking with any and all witnesses, study the evidence, anticipate any problems, and develop a strategy. Meanwhile, the defense attorney is doing the very same thing. According to the DOJ, one of the very first steps is preparation of talking to any witnesses who could be called to testify in court. A witness is anyone who saw or heard the crime take place, may know or have any important information about the defendant or any history which could help in solving a case. There are three types of witnesses. Number 1, a lay witness is one who watched. Number 2, an expert witness which is educated in a specific area. They give testimony based on that area only. The third is a character witness. This is someone who knew the victim, the defendant, or anyone else involved in the case. They usually don't see the crime take place but can aid tremendously because they know the personalities and characters of those involved. These include any neighbors, friends, family, and clergy. The prosecution speaks to each of these witnesses before trial. Information these witnesses may disclose or hold can make or break a case and is considered very delicate and pertinent information. This process could take days, weeks, months, or longer depending on the time frame that each witness presents themselves. It's very important that these witnesses do not tell others the information they intend to use for court because it could cause an unfavorable outcome for the victim should the defense team decide to use or discredit a particular witness based on even one thing they may have shared with the public. There has been an increase in the danger to cases by social media. The excitement to be the first to post anything about a breaking case in order for their personal numbers to grow is and will continue to be damaging to these families directly involved in these cases. Let's take a look at the latest that such was captured. This is a story focusing around the heinous acts that ended this precious mother and son duo way too early. Their names are Pashun Jeffries, only 20 years of age, and Taylen Mosley, a 2-year-old bundle of joy. This video will focus on the negative effects of social media at critical times such as these. What you're about to see is footage from less than 6 hours after Taylen's father was charged. An investigation had just begun, and here comes people wanting numbers for their personal YouTube accounts.
It's with great sadness I have to inform you here today that Taylen's body has been found. It is my condolences going out to the family and to his loved ones.
Any blind Delhome Park? Is that where the father lives?
Again, there's an ongoing investigation, and through investigation technique, we were able to zone in on that area.
And Chief, we heard that Mosley went to the hospital with cuts. Can you tell us if there was a fight back from Pashun if she was stepping?
Again, there's an ongoing investigation, and I can tell you, like I said, when he went to check himself into the hospital, he had cuts to his hands and to his arms.
Do we know if he's still in the hospital?
He is still there. When the detectives went out and spoke to him, he didn't want to talk to the detectives, and then later on, he asked for an attorney. Special thanks to our detectives here at St. Pete Police Department. These men and women have worked tirelessly since Wednesday at 2:30 trying to find Taylor, hoping for Taylen for a better outcome. Needless to say, tomorrow we don't need the volunteers to come out to assist us in looking for Taylen, but I just want to again thank everybody for volunteering to come out to help us. With that, remember this is an ongoing investigation.
In other words, stay back and let them finish doing everything they need to do in order to ensure that the proper justice is brought for Pashun and Taylen. This means do not come and get in our way. There's nothing more that the general public can do. Stay home. Is that what you understood as well?
Looks like they're about to go in this guy's home because more police have arrived to this guy's home and some undercover cars are here. A forensic truck just arrived. An undercover car just arrived. Police presence here. They arrived.
Why is this creator on YouTube on scene before the majority of the law enforcement individuals and agencies? The police have not even had the opportunity to survey the surroundings and have no idea what they are about to walk up to. This is the home of Taylen's father who had just been charged.
Have arrived. I think they're going to go inside this home right now. I think they're going to go inside the home right here, suspect's home. Looks like detectives are here. They're going to go inside this guy's home right now. Forensic van just came. They all arrived. They all just came. Like 4 cars came at once. These are detectives. These are undercover detectives. Yeah, they're going in. Yep, they got badges. They're going in. They're going in.
Explanation of what you're about to see. The officer is reading a search warrant for the house to a family member of the recently charged. The only people out here are officials with badges. This investigation had just started, and here's a YouTuber approaching this situation with 6,000 viewers.
Additionally, you're applying orders for secret.
Hold on, can I help you? Yeah, I'm a public journalist. I'm a public journalist. I'm here on public property. I'm on public property. Okay. Why don't you want transparency? All right, so the authorities are there. They didn't want journalists here. They're serving a warrant. They're serving a warrant.
Transparency? What are you talking about? You're in the way of an ongoing investigation which just started and has the potential for high alert status on it. What's on that warrant is none of your business. The recipient of it hasn't even heard it yet. Do you not know the law? Let me educate you, mister. After a search warrant has been executed and returned or 10 days have lapsed, it shall then become open to the public. What gives you any right to be harassing these officers and detectives with your entitlement? They hadn't even entered into the property and you're hollering about transparency.
Serving a warrant. He's reading the warrant. They're reading the warrant. Whoever the owner of the home is, they're reading the warrant. They're going to go into this home here. Don't know why you're so mad about me right here on the public street talking about the case. But they're going to go in there. There's detectives in there. There's about 6 detectives there now, and they're reading off a warrant to go inside this home. They're tapping people. This happened.
I can think of a couple reasons. Because they asked everyone to quit search and stay home. Because now they have to worry about your safety as well in a high alert situation. Because they haven't gotten to collect any evidence yet and you're hindering the investigation. What is the purpose of this?
Looks like some of his family's here, because she was the one that was tripping. Like, why are you recording? Why are you recording? Yeah, it's his family. He's reading off the warrant to a family member, and they're going to go into that house.
Why are you recording, Jonathan? They caught the guy and located both victims. Why are you out there in the way, intruding on other people's trauma for views on a YouTube channel?
Detectives are here. Let's go over here. Detectives are here. Let's go over here. I don't know why there's no other journalists here.
You can't be serious right now, because it's not journalist material. All victims and suspect are accounted for. This is grotesque invasion on other people's privacy just because you can.
Try to get the footage of what actually they get.
Why? Wait for the discovery to come out. This is ridiculous.
So let's see what happens here.
He goes on for over an hour in front of this home, streaming for thousands watching. Watching for what I never figured that part out. This is pure nosy people watching a YouTuber trying to push views up. We need a change. This is uncalled for. I'm only going to show the most notable moments from this point on. I think you get the picture of the rest of it.
I'm on the corner of 17th Street and 21st Street in South St. Pete, Florida. They have warrants there. Detectives are standing there. I'm not going to go any closer. I'm going to go right here. I'm within 10 feet. I don't think I'm causing any problems at all. I'm shocked that no other journalists are out here at the suspect's home. I've been out here for the last 3 hours just perched. Maybe 2 hours, 3 hours.
So you completely ignored the chief's statements to clear the area that they didn't need the public's assistance any longer?
So what are they taking pictures of? Blood? There be blood inside that car?
Pay attention to this next conversation in which he starts interacting with the suspect's family by telling them he's the press.
Man, what kind of battery you got in that damn phone?
I got like, here, look, I got this.
Oh, you got?
I got one of these.
Oh, you got the hookup in
I
there.
got the hookup.
Ooh, so you with the press?
Yeah.
Oh, so you with the press?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Do you know the guy?
Huh?
You know him?
Know them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's
Yeah, you gotta pay me for my information,
Nice.
man, 'cause I know you get paid.
nice?
I gotta get paid too, man.
But how can he do that to a child, man?
Cool. How you know he did?
Good point.
I mean, that's my nephew. So
Oh, that's
I
your
mean,
nephew?
how you know he did? I mean,
Good point.
you know, that's just
You live here?
that's an assumption.
Yeah.
That's a big assumption. My sister lives here.
Your sister lives here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, if you got like $5 grand, man, I can talk to you.
I went $5 grand for an interview. $5 grand for an interview. He said, nephew, $5 grand. I think he's offering police snacks. He's a nice guy.
This amateur recording with his cell phone in the middle of other people's business is not always the place to be. He's in the suspect's neighborhood surrounded by his family. One slip could damage any justice for the victims. And for no good reason other than you being nosy and greedy.
He wants $5 grand for an interview. Pretty big dude. Police or people are congregating out here watching.
Now you're going to hear someone walk up to him and start a lot of false information. My guess is that they don't want him there, so they are giving him a show. The problem is he's streaming, and this is how cases develop problems for prosecutors.
A 2-year-old. Yes, sir. Where?
You was out there where I was at earlier, right? Yeah, out there at the parking lot.
Yeah.
All right,
So who you asking if there's somebody in the car? Which car?
Somebody was telling somebody was in the trunk of one of the cars.
Oh well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't see anybody in the truck. I know they were taking pictures.
Oh, they taking the trunk of the car.
Yeah. Who?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think about the daddy killed himself in the house. Not anybody in that trunk. The daddy killed himself. I just found out about the baby and then in all they could do it. That's why the forensics right there. Shit crazy. Yeah, after he found out, he said he went in the room, killed himself, shot himself.
Oh, we did. Where at? Who did?
Dad, the boy that did this. That's where his people live at right now. His dad went in there and just shot himself, killed himself.
I don't know. I don't know the truth of that.
99% probability that the person knows of the man being charged, possibly even family. He's been asked to leave twice already by bystanders, either neighbors or family. These are tactics to influence a case.
Do you have like battery pack by any chance? Nice to see you. I got a friend here that just arrived. There's troop sneaks out here. Nice to see you. It's one of my friends. Another true crime channel just came.
Another true crime creator, he says. But did you also notice that they did not park, did not get out and film, and kept going? This is not a situation that needs you two people in the middle of it.
Maybe I'll interview this person here that's coming.
I want to reiterate that this is an investigation. The fact that he's out here interviewing people before investigators even get a chance is absurd. New laws needs to be written regarding crime scenes, witnesses, and evidence by social media. My opinion.
How are you? You up for an interview?
I don't do interviews, man.
Don't do interviews?
What the hell am I going to interview about?
So we got 928 people in here, and everyone's curious what's going on. This is your area, correct?
It is.
So what's the take here? Where they just can hear your voice, they can't see you.
Man, some crazy mother decided to do some crazy fish and no, but
I am omitting the remainder of that interview. I do not feel comfortable to have it on this channel, as I do not agree with is being done. This is not the first time of interference either. To call yourself media, press, or a journalist because YouTube gives you a place to stream does not qualify anyone to take on the same professional tags as degree or doctorate holders who put years into the proper ethics of reporting. Everything isn't for everybody.
What happens? My battery's about to die, so I might have to sign off this.
this house right here.
Yeah, this house, yeah. So,
You know who else lives here?
who else?
No, that's the
Guy in the white shirt. He said he talked to me for $5,000. I know $5,000 to give, right? I'd give him 100.
Admitting that he'd pay for exclusive interviews. Grasp the damage this could do for Pashun and her son Taylen for proper justice in court. I'm personally disgusted by this.
But I don't think he'd tell the truth. I know for some of these missing cases, I said to Don and Candace Wells when I was covering the Wells case, we're going to give you $500 for an interview.
But
This next lady you will hear is the voice of reason. She's questioning why he's out there without coming out to ask him. He doesn't see it. He's concerned about a battery and missing content for his YouTube people.
what is there to tell us?
Really?
There's
Yeah, we already
nothing
know,
else.
and you're
There's
gonna
nothing
spin
else. There's nothing else for us to know. Like we know everything we need to know.
All right.
The baby is gone, and it's unreal.
I'm gonna sign off because my battery's going dead. When something else, when I'm gonna get some actual good videos when they come out with bags and whatnot, if they come out. So we'll talk.
Why?
I'm just gonna stay focused out here. I got like 6% batteries. I need to preserve some of it, charge the phone up. Matter of fact, I'll put my phone in my car, charge it up on the charger there, and then when if something else jumps off, like them coming out or whatever like that, I'll go back live. We'll do it like that, all right, guys?
This was a very fast response from law enforcement. These are 7 videos and streams that he did in a 24-hour time period. Why? I want to add that alligator is on 5 of his thumbnails for added effect. These people do not care about these cases. This is a numbers game amongst other issues that I believe are at play. The next day after he filmed the home search, he went back to stream in front of it again, and also to video the spot the baby was located. This is sick in my opinion. This creator along with his team have interfered in countless numbers of cases by inserting themselves just like what you just saw. The Wells case, Monkey Vaughn, the Lilani case, the Idaho 4, Kylie Rodney, and countless others he has on what he's calling an upcoming schedule. Let's not forget the victims who had stalking papers taken out due to his behavior. We won't address the decades of already discussed issues concerning this person and their behavior. As far as the press claims go, let's take a look at how the law views that. Supreme Court concluded that just having a camera and a YouTube channel isn't enough. This is from an article about a YouTuber who kept representing himself as media and journalist. I've included the link to the article in the description if you wish to read in its entirety. Let's keep looking. Another source reports the same thing. This article speaks about a ruling that was 7-2 that High Court says that the statutory definition of news media requires an entity to have a legal identity separate from the individual. In other words, there is no such thing as public journalist. A link to this article is posted as well on the official U.S. Department of Labor website. It states the duties and requirements of any reporter, press, media, journalist, etc. Let's take a peek. You will notice a bachelor's degree in the field, at minimum, is required. I'm going to pull the requirements section up closer for you since this is so hard to read on a smaller device. Next, we're going to look into a site called felonyrecordhub.com. It is going to show that a criminal record needs to be expunged before applying for a degree program. I'm including the links to every media resource shown in the description. One last look at the definition of a journalist. In my opinion, all these factors should be considered when viewing a YouTube creator streaming about an open case. Getting in the way, speculations and false accusations only harm cases further, but encouraging these creators will only make it worse for the people actually involved in the case. A true reporter or a journalist would have included the family statement. This shows what his true motives were in speaking on this matter in the first place. Self-gain. I wish to include it in here though. I've included the link to this article and statement in the description as well. They have also set up a community fundraiser to help assist in the expenses of the arrangements for Pashun and Taylen. The link to it is in the same article as their statement, which I have posted in the description. You will need to access the funding link through the article, as I want to retain all integrity to provide you with legitimate and safe sources. If you wish to help this grieving family, Pashun and Taylen, please do it directly to them. These creators, like I just showed, do not care. They are bringing you what brings themselves the money. Sadly enough, this is my opinion. The change starts with just one. As more join, it becomes a movement. Much love from the exposure arena.